What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's vlog is going to be a chatty get ready with me. I have one of my friend's birthdays tonight, and it's also kind of like a big white party in the city. So I'm going to show you guys my go-to summer makeup look, show you some of the new products that I've been using, and also just like catch up with you guys a little bit. I feel like I used to do a lot more chatty talking videos a couple years ago, and over time it's just become a lot of vlogs, which is still really fun, obviously, and I love vlogs, but I just feel like I haven't really had even time to vlog with like all the work stuff that's been going on. And so I was like, maybe a chatty get ready with me is just what we're gonna have to go for today. I'm gonna try and like link and talk about everything that I'm using, but if there's something that I forget, everything will be linked. Everything will be linked in the description box. So I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape. I have two shades of these because I'm kind of in like an awkward place with my skin tone at the moment. I'm like not super tan, but I'm definitely darker than my natural, like normal skin color. So I'm gonna be using shade 22N and 29N, and I'm just gonna mix the two. It's gonna be interesting to do this without a mirror. But basically I just kind of like put it on my hand, and then I'm gonna use a beauty blender to put it on and mix it up. So there's not really a huge difference between the two, but you'll see that this shade is a little bit darker than the other one. Okay, so where to even start? Oh man, I feel like I've been having a little bit of a hard time vlogging lately, and I don't know if that comes across to you guys because, you know, I feel like a lot of the content has kind of just been like normal, you know, and I feel like I come across just like as my normal cell phone camera. But yeah, I don't know, I've kind of been having like a hard time feeling like 100% myself, and I don't know if it's because of everything that's kind of going on in my personal life with my family, which I just haven't been like ready to talk about. But yeah, this past, how long has it been? I guess since last November has been like a pretty challenging time for me and my family. Sorry if I'm looking down, I just have my mirror right here because I literally can't see. Do I want to go into this? I feel like I kind of have to go into this because it will, I guess, make more sense for you guys too if I'm ever like a little bit off, or if my uploads kind of don't make sense. Like even the other day I was filming a video and I was supposed to continue it on later in the day, and I just emotionally wasn't there. So I had to like pick it up and film it the following day or 2 days later. Okay, I feel like I'm like starting to ramble now, so I'm just gonna say it. And I've also had like comments over the last few months just kind of like asking about it, especially when I was moving, because my parents were here like at different times, and you guys know from past videos that they always used to travel together and they would come to New York together. But my parents actually separated in November of last year. And so I'm like not gonna go into a lot of detail, and I'm not gonna go into like the reasons why, but that's been, you know, playing in the background of my life. It's such a catch-22 because I'm so grateful that it's happening to me at this age, and I can like comprehend everything that's going on and, you know, support my family and my siblings in a way that's productive. But at the same time, it's also a very weird thing to go through at this age, you know? And so I feel like now I'm in a place where I've like accepted it and have emotionally processed it so that I can talk about it without, you know, feeling some type of way or reacting emotionally on camera. But it's been a really reflective time for me, and like a transitional time too, in terms of like the relationships that I have with my parents, and yeah, just like our family dynamic going forward. Yeah, I like wasn't sure if I was ever gonna share that on YouTube or even mention it, because it is like such a personal thing. The reason why I'm bringing it up and why I wanted to share it with you guys in the first place is because I think it's making me like reflect on my own life and my own choices a lot more than ever before. Okay, I had to turn the AC on because I'm sweating my ass off. I feel like I'm in a stage where I almost just always kind of want to be alone. Which for me, you know, for a lot of people that's a good thing, but for someone like me who already spends so much time alone, it's not really a healthy thing. And that also in turn makes me not always want to pick up the camera and not always want to go out and do things and be around people, because yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just like in a processing phase, or this is just where I'm comfortable. So that's kind of something that I'm trying to get out of right now, because I know that when I do, you know, reach out to friends, or I do go out and do things, I'm distracted and I'm happy and I'm really enjoying it. It's just like being alone is kind of what's comfortable for me. I feel like by not talking about it and not kind of sharing it, I'm somewhat holding myself back in terms of my, like, not just the content, but also the way that I feel when I'm making the videos. The last, I don't know, I want to say like a month or so, I've just felt like not as connected as I usually do feel. And I almost feel like I'm kind of just like doing it to do it and doing it to make the deadline, like every Sunday. So I just make the deadline and I check off the box rather than like really being present and really like filming things that I want to and doing all those things. And like, I don't know if talking about it is gonna help, but I feel almost like if I just put it out there and I kind of, I don't know, share what's going on, maybe it'll make it easier for me to just like find my groove again, you know? It's such a weird thing because obviously I have amazing friends who I talk to and who have been present with me throughout this, but this also feels like kind of like that in a sense. And obviously there are so many things that I don't share on YouTube and probably won't share on YouTube, but this is one of those things where I'm like, I feel like it's blocking me from moving forward, you know? And so I kind of just wanted to be real for a minute, and you know, there's obviously a lot that I want to keep sacred and private about this whole situation, but just feel like it's at a point where I need to also be a little bit human and say like, hey, this is what's going on, you know? Things are hard at the moment. Okay, so I've definitely just used like 7 products and not shown you any of it. Okay, so we did the Shape Tape, and then we did the Hula Bronzer. Been using this for ages. Love it. I think I have the lightest shade, which is, actually don't know. Yeah, I can't find the shade, but I will have it linked. And then I'm using my Tarte blush. This is the shade Exposed. It's the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. I really like this one. And oh yeah, and then I also used a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow palette. It's like a highlighter and a bronzer. And I just used the darker color like on my jaw and on my nose. So I think we're back to speed now. I'm gonna do a little bronzy eye look. I'm not great at eye makeup, but I'm learning. So I'm gonna use my Tarte palette. This is the Tartelette in Bloom. This is the lightest range of colors. If you guys haven't seen this, these are the colors. super nice and neutral. I'm gonna use Jet Setter, this one, and just kind of put it on my my lashes, not my lashes, my eyelid. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a little edge brush like this, and then I'm gonna use this darker color. It's the shade Leader, and I'm just gonna go like by my lash line on the bottom, and I'm gonna bring it into the corner. Another thing that I was gonna say is that it's really interesting to see the perception of your parents change as you get older. And you know, this isn't obviously the first time that I'm realizing this. I feel like as you get older and as you grow into being an adult, you just see your parents as the people that they are and not just your parents. I think it's a beautiful thing because you get to kind of see your parents as the people who they were before they had you and before they had kids themselves, like when they were just kids, you know? And so obviously it's been a really hard experience. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or anything, but it's also been so like reflective and beautiful in the sense that I'm getting a different view of who my parents are as people and who they were as children and like their family backgrounds and all of that. And yeah, I don't know, it just kind of makes you think a lot. I think I'm in this phase where I'm just like thinking all the time, and also reflecting on patterns that they have that I maybe also have in my personality that I want to work on, or also things that are good, you know, that you want to carry on for your future. But yeah, I think what it comes down to is that it's just an experience that people don't really prepare you for. And I think it's just kind of like consumed at least this stage of my life. I'm gonna have a major hip problem by the time I finish this video with the way that I'm sitting on this couch. Oh my God, I'm never doing this again. But at least the light is good. Okay, so now I've like kind of darkened the corners, and I'm just gonna go in with one more brush and kind of just like blend out those corners into the main area of my lid, if that makes sense. Oops, wow, a little aggressive over there. Okay, I'm gonna do my waterline. This is one of my favorite things to do. I just use this L'Oreal pencil, and I can actually do this without a mirror because I just pretty much do this every day, but I'm just gonna go on the inside of my eye rather than on top of the lid. I feel like I only really look good with eyeliner if it's a winged line and if it's really thin, and I just can't do that. I have not mastered that yet, because I think the way that my eyelid is shaped, if I have a line that's too thick, it kind of just like takes over my whole eye. So I like doing this instead because it still gives you that intense look, but it doesn't take over the whole look and all the eyeshadow. Also, I know this looks really creepy, but just giving you guys an idea of how that works. So yeah, I do the whole top, and then I kind of just do a little bit in the corner on the bottom. Brows. How could I forget my brows? Okay, I'm still using this L'Oreal pencil for my brows. It's just the perfect shade to go with my natural brow color. I'm not even gonna do too much because I don't think it's necessary. I'm just gonna fill in the bottom here a little bit and just create like a little line. And then here at the end too. I honestly don't take this very seriously because I don't know, I'm gonna put gel over it, but I try and just like fill the gaps and make it more of a straight brow, and then I kind of just will put the gel over it in a second, and that's all I do for my brows. Anyway, back to the conversation. If any of you guys are, you know, experiencing the same thing, and I'm sure there's some of you who have or are going through it, then I am always here to talk if you guys need a chat. I know I say this all the time, but I genuinely mean it. Like, if you guys need someone to kind of like talk to or bounce off of when it comes to this kind of topic, like, I am now qualified to do so because I'm also going through it at the same time. So you guys know my DMs are always open. Makes such a difference. I know I've mentioned it a million times, but I love this for my brows. I think it's technically a clear mascara, but I just make up my own rules. Okay, now I'm gonna curl my lashes. I am using the Shimera curling wand or eyelash curler. I just ordered a new rubber for it because I think this one is almost through. I've also had this for such a long time. They really do last a really long time, I have to say. Obviously I clean this on the regular, but I haven't replaced the little rubber thing in years. So that's really, really good. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do is mascara. I use the Clump Crusher from CoverGirl. It's the best. Like, this brush is so fine and it gives you the most beautiful, clean, clump-free lashes. If you're looking for a lot of volume, this isn't the one for you. But if you have long lashes, like I have naturally long eyelashes and I just want them to look long and clean, then this one is really, really, really good. And it's drugstore. I like to have a mix of drugstore and Sephora products. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm just gonna do a little bit of powder. I use the Maybelline Fit Me. It's the matte and poreless powder, and I just put a little under there. And then a little on my chin and on my forehead, because I do get a little shiny. And that's it. Take the clip out. I think I'm just gonna let my hair air dry naturally. I put some of the sea salt spray in there. I'll also link that one down below. And I think we're just gonna have a natural hair look tonight. If anything, I'll just put this clip in and just like bring it back a little bit. But yeah, this is my easy summer makeup look. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna have everything linked down below in the description box, so you guys can shop those products. If you guys have any questions or if I forgot to explain something, then definitely leave me a comment. Also want to thank you guys for watching and listening and for letting me kind of just be myself and be honest and open with you guys. It's such a nice feeling and I feel just super supported and loved by all of you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!